Be kind to those less fortunate.
Stromgarde will stand proud once more.
The Honourable Watts Cryers told me about your powers, Osir, and of the new foe you've discovered. If Crave is to believe this, Arasius the Cruel is as powerful and evil as any foe of the Sons of Love has ever faced. Will you stand for us now, Osir? Will you face this Lord Legion Lord and deliver the light's justice upon him? If so, you will find him at the pools of Agonor. If not, his evil will certainly find you.
We each must do our part.
Okay. Well, that's fine. But it's one of those things that we're not going to be doing just yet because there's other stuff to do first. Not to mention, there's quests to actually kill those anyway. Kill the Terror Fiends from the temple over here. So I'm just going to have another check just to make sure that, just to see if it like has to respawn or something. I don't know that change. There's one tiny change and like, annoying. Right. That's the spirit. I'm glad we finally got some reinforcements, and I'm not so sure about their attitude toward the Horde. Where I come from, anyone with a weapon pointed at you is an enemy and needs to be dealt with like one. Okay, well, sure.
What can I do for you?
Near the end of our invasion, the armory to the south fell under attack by the Horde's insidious Death Knights. As vile shades cursed the armory's defenders and trapped their souls between the realms of the living and the dead. Those noble souls must be set free. I beg you, Orsia. End my comrades' torments, for I have not the heart to slay them myself.
Later.
I hate this quest. Well, my Paladin, now that reinforcements have finally arrived, we can recapture some semblance of a normal life. One of our first goals is to restore the flow of men and goods along the road to the southwest, but it must be reclaimed from the crust bursters that have overrun the area. If you are willing to help us deal with this menace, you would have the gratitude of the Suns. Watch carefully for the disturbed ground they leave in their wake.
Watch, get her back.
Mine's been overrun by a plague of Gangar misfits. Not only did they run my workers out the tunnels, but now they're pounding away the dead of night. To make things worse, now I've got Danath on my back. He says he's got to take me away me ale ration if I don't take her this soon. None of the miners will go in there, and the guards are busy drinking themselves silly. I'm begging you, Orsi, help me. Here, Danath can take me dignity, but he'll never take me ale. You can take my dignity, but you'll never take me ale. By Bronzebeard's Bronzebeard. You've done it. You're a hero, Osir. Thank you. There's a photograph now keeps scurrying into the mine. For one, each you kill, 2 or 3 more seem to take its place. There's got to be someone down there in the deepest mine directing the incursion. You seem to do well against them last time. Light knows you're the only one brave enough to venture back into the mine. If anyone who's responsible for all this devils, make him pay. Make him pay. I'm glad you managed to take care of what did you say his name was? Cruzrell? From your description, he sounds like an it more than a him. But all that matters is it's dead. Oh, nice. Just straight is rank 3, sorry, which is now 2 more charges. Or rather, 1 more charge, so it's got 1 charge. You know what I mean. The crust bursters. Such a ugh. Because you got to kill 15 of the fuckers. There's so many of them. Upon examining this battered leather case, it becomes apparent that the container's damage must have been caused by the caustic fluid of the worm's digestive tract. The leather appears to have been intricately tooled in one time, but the detail of the adornment can no longer be made out. The only recognizable feature of the case is a worn logo of the Cenarian Circle. Knowing nothing about the contents of the case, you decide the best course of action will be to deliver it to the Cenarian member. Right, quite an annoying quest this one is, because both the berserkers here and the other guys do quite a substantial amount of damage, to be honest with you. And now for a quest that is actually so much easier as prop, because you could literally just go up there and pull the lot. But and that was easier beforehand when you had Holy Wrath, but you don't now. So I'm starving. There's irony in that, wouldn't you say? A starving cook. Legacy laughs wholeheartedly and taps a folded piece of parchment she has in his pocket. According to this tourist map we were following before we were so rudely shot down, there's an area to the southwest near Terracotta Forest called Razorthorn Trail. It's supposed to be brimming with delicious raft eggs. I could cook up a feast if only with someone were brave enough to go down there and get some.
Hurry back!
Sure.
Talk to me!
In case of an emergency, it's always the pilot's job to keep a level head, especially when the only orders of your co-pilot follows comes from his stomach. The good news is that we won't need to wait a few days for replacement parts to be important. The bad news is that the spare parts got shattered from here to the Valley of Bones to the east. The other bad news, the spare parts aren't so spare. They fell off during our rapid descent. Could you help me collect enough to get us off the ground again? Sure.
I could help.
Right, so this is like 20 of them, isn't it? Is it 20? It's 30. Oh, crap, okay. Right, I think what we'll do, we'll head to Ravagers area, because the Ravagers area is actually a pretty good area. And once again, it is better as a prot because you could pull loads of them. But as ret, it's not as good, mainly because some of them have stuns, which is a pain, honestly. Right, I'm not entirely sure if these hatchlings. Yeah, and that right there is the reason why it's much better as prot. 3 stuns right next to each other. Very annoying. I don't know why my latency is so high. I literally have gigabit internet. Huh. I really don't know. Oh, world latency. Oh, world latency is high. Home latency is quite low. Okay, that's fine. Something to do with the server, very likely. Probably a bit of an issue. You know what I'm going to try? I'm going to try and grab all of these. As long as you keep attacking them, then these guys shouldn't leash. Mysteries of the light, blinded by the light. Right, let's go. What level are we now? 33. When do we get level 34, if anything? Oh, Blades of Justice rank 2. Excellent. And then 37. Hammer of Wrath is so useful, so I think that's why I'm staying at level 46. So, yeah, that's pretty good. I'm wondering whether or not to do some random dungeons there. For the experience and everything else. I'm not sure. Although I don't expect anyone's going to be around. If I'm going to be honest with you. I did this one as well as my as a DK. DKs at Wrath were definitely one of the better times to be a rude to be a Death Knight. Wow, that's not what I expected, but sure. After all that fucking waiting, we get old fucking Hillsbrad foothills. Great. That is just wonderful. No regrets. Absolutely none. Not doing foothills, because fuck that.
What's up?
You have those eggs yet? In order to have a great cuisine, you need to have great ingredients, and those eggs look great. I've just finished cleaning off my frying pan, so you're more than welcome to join me for a meal. I am, thank you. The eggs are superb, but what do you say we kick it up a notch? A side of bacon would round out the meal perfectly. I know just where to get it. This place is littered with hellboars, of course. There's no one here to inspect and tenderize meat, but we're in luck. Rummages around your patch, please, friend. This wasn't made for use on pork, but cooking is as much about improvisation as anything else. Okay. Well, let's go to... And let's give in some of the stuff here, then. I will have another look for the prayer bees, but like I said, I'm fairly certain that, unfortunately, we're going to have to actually go through the whole rigmarole of doing it, which is annoying because there's... Well, the North here shouldn't be too quick to congratulate themselves, though. I'm certain we haven't seen the last of those worms. If they show their hideous heads around these parts again, the Suns will be ready for them. Neither of these, to be honest with you, but we'll grab that one, I guess.
Can I help you?
The Suns appreciate your efforts, even if a few are willing to speak of the armory. The December expedition armory continue despite your efforts. No one truly knows everything that happened there, nor exactly what binds the spirits of the fallen soldiers to the ruins. Perhaps we'll be approached this the wrong way. I've already assumed that each of the ghosts had a tie to the ruins, but what if their ties were to the leaders? Archmage Zintor and Lieutenant Commander Thalvos were particularly close to their men, so perhaps to overcome their ghosts will calm them.
For the Alliance.
Maybe. Sorry, my griffin's just got stuck. Sorry, thanks. Oh dear, okay. I love how it's a dead canary. Either I got very lucky there, or they changed that as well. You notice that they stopped dropping after 8 of them. That is very weird. Okay, well, sure. Were you successful in purifying the hellboar meat? Yes, I was. This looks edible. If spiced properly, just don't tell Scree where his breakfast came from, okay? Scree likes to say his flying is Scree likes to say his flying is as smooth as butter, but I think Butterfingered is more like it. Take a look at the wreckage over there. He calls it rough landing. Sure, we got shot at, but I'd be willing to cut him a little more slack if he didn't brag about his piloting skills too often. I think I'm going to make him a lunch batch of wings to drive the point home. To the east, in the Valley of Bones, you'll find Bone Stripper buzzards. Their wings are plump, juicy, and perfect for my needs. Indeed. Indeed they are. Right, what do we get here? Blade of Justice rank 2, which means we get 2 holy power from that, which is good, because that's how it should be. That's what confused me right at the start. It's like, oh, it only gives you one holy power. Bearing in mind that I was already max level by the time we got all of this stuff sorted. So, as in like all the new stuff. So, I was already a high level paladin before that point.
What can I do for you?
We can only hope with the quieting of the ghosts of the officers, the spirits of the foot soldiers will follow. Thank you once again for your help. I don't care about any of these. What are we now? We are almost honoured with Honour Old. That's my accent, by the way. Honour Old. Honour Hold. Alright, okay. And I think that is everything here that we want to do. Like I said, very likely that I won't get level 40. Okay, that's a lot of money. Ooh. That I won't get everything done today, and that is true. Though an issue do not bother me. What is it? Is that really it? It's hard to believe it survived the battle. Conditions in the ruins have never been kind to the book, but still, I'm glad to have it back. It's the only token I have of Tyrillian. Other Vitigo seems to be fighting back tears. When you fight beside someone for many years, they can be even closer than even family. I mean, just you can just come back to Stormwind. I think he's there. Like, I think he's actually there. Right, anything I can just get rid of? I can get rid of that, get rid of that.